Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me using all new makeup. It's also going to be a Galentines Day, Valentine's Day inspired makeup look for all of you guys who are perhaps looking for ideas or maybe want something a little bit pink and fun like what I have on my eyes right now. I'm really excited to get into this video, so let's just go ahead and get into it because there's so many amazing new products that I want to share and talk about. And I'm excited for you guys to see what I come up with. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of some lip oil on the lips to keep them moisturized and hydrated through this tutorial. These are the new Milani Fruit Fetish lip oils, and these are absolutely fabulous. I'm using the one in the shade Raspberry Peach. These do have a little bit of a tint, and let me just tell you guys, these are a dupe for the Viral Dior lip oils. If you're looking for something much more affordable, you're going to love these. They're so good. I honestly think they're better because they're more hydrating. Like, they really keep the lips so nice and hydrated all day long. Okay, so we have that. I recently received a package from Coco Kind, a skincare brand, and I was really intrigued about this specific moisturizer. So this is a texture smoothing cream. It contains celery super seed complex, and this is supposed to just do a really good job of smoothing the skin and just making it look and feel better. It's also pore refining, so I'm really intrigued. It does smell like celery, so if you don't like celery, you may not like this. I personally love celery. I'm a huge celery person. I'm all about like celery juice and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna moisturize my face and let that sink in while I go ahead and do eyes first. I didn't do the brows off camera, so I'm gonna do the brows on camera today. So I'm gonna be using my Precisely My Brow by Benefit Cosmetics. This is one of my absolute favorite brow pencils. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna line them with the Precisely My Brow to really shape them, and then I'm gonna be using a new drugstore product to fill them in and show you guys how that looks. You guys can see what a difference it makes to like line the eyebrows. It really creates that perfect shape for them. A little bit lighter in the front just because I like to really kind of give the brow that moment. So we use the Benefit Precisely My Brow. Right now I'm using it in the shade 5. I also have the shade 3.5, and I actually like that shade better because it's a little bit lighter than my natural brow color and my hair color. And I feel like it makes it and gives the brows a more softer effect. So I would always go a little bit lighter than your natural hair. I feel like shade 5 matches like my hair and everything perfectly, and shade 3.5 is kind of like that lighter shade that works really well to give you like that softer finish. For the new product that I have here, this is the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Thickening Mascara, and what you do is you're gonna apply this on your brows. It comes like this. This is a really good practical product for every day if you don't want to like fill them in and you just kind of quickly want to brush them through and add like color to the brows. You're gonna like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. It adds a really good tint to the brows. If you've been into feathered brows, this is nice as well. The product lasts all day long. Also, in case you guys are wondering, today I'm actually using natural lighting. I do have a ring light right here, but typically I have 2 box lights right here, but I don't have them in this room because I've been filming a bunch of Benefit Brow Search entries and taking pictures for them, so I have it in another room with my pink backdrop. So I haven't put them back in here today, and I was like, you know what, it's so pretty outside and there's like full sun. So let me just go ahead and open my window and have the natural lighting come in. So if the lighting looks a little bit different, that's why. This isn't the permanent setup, it's just that I didn't have my lights today in this room and I did not feel like moving them because I'm still working on some Benefit entries, my final ones. If you guys don't know what this is, it's the Benefit Brow Search. Benefit Cosmetics is hosting a brow search, and they are looking for 24 finalists to compete for Best in Brows in Arizona this spring. And I really hope to be one of the people that competes. I will be manifested. It's one of my big goals for 2022. So I've been working on my entries like crazy, and I just want to say, if you guys have been supporting my entries, liking them, sharing them, tagging Benefit Cosmetics, thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me. I can't even begin to explain like how much that means to me. So we're almost at the finish line. The last day to submit entries is the 15th, which is the Tuesday that's coming up. So I've just been working on entries. I have a few left, and And I want to get a really cool entry in, so I've just been working hard at that. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. I've been working nonstop on entries. So now I'm gonna quickly clean up the brows. I'm just gonna be using my Benefit Cosmetics High Brow Dual Pencil. This is one of my favorite products. It's basically like a highlighting shade to kind of clean up this lower part. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to the eyes. Today I have here a new palette, finally. I feel like I've been using the same palettes over and over, actually the same palette. I've been using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette. It's been my go-to. I feel like I can create my everyday friendly look with that. But I wanted to just create something a little bit different. So I did purchase the new 3.5 Tea palette. This is the Sweetest Tea palette, and I feel like it's super fitting for this time of the year. And you open it up and you get some gorgeous colors. Like, what in the world? I'm so excited. It has literally all my favorite colors, purples, pops of pink, and then of course your neutral shades, which you can never go wrong with. Okay, so for my base, I'm gonna be using the KVD Beauty Good Apple Concealer. I'm using this in the shade Medium 131. I did a review on this. I am enjoying it, but I wanna use it as a base because it offers really good pigmentation. And I feel like it's gonna do an amazing job of just really creating that perfect base for the colors that we're gonna be putting on top. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and start off with some warm tones. I'm gonna be using the shade Chill Moment right here. It's like a warm mauve tone, which isn't a bad thing because I am gonna be building on top of this color and it'll just blend in very seamlessly. Okay, so I do want to point one thing out about the moisturizer I'm wearing, the Cocoa Kind moisturizer. I really like how it feels on my skin and how it's setting on my skin. It definitely gives like a really nice smooth complexion. But I will say my hands right now, they smell like celery. They smell like chicken soup. And I love celery like I mentioned earlier, but like I don't like the lingering smell of it. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so now that we have the shade Chill Moment, we are going to go in with the shade Tempting Hue right here. And we are going to just apply that on top to add a little bit more brown tone warmth to the look. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Sweet Tea right here, and I'm gonna be using that right on top of the other two shades to really kind of further define those creases and give a little bit more dimension to the eyes. Okay, so now for the lids is we're gonna add the pink. So I'm gonna be taking the shade, I really like the shade Share Gossip, but the shade Another Round is like giving it to me. So I'm gonna take the shade Another Round, which is like that more pop of pink, and I'm gonna be putting this right onto our lid. So this color is really pretty, but I feel like it needs a little bit of some spray to like make it pop a little bit more. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Okay, this color is so pretty. It's definitely like a statement color for sure. So I really love this color. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to take the shade Sweet Tea once more, and I'm just gonna pack that on this outer edge. It's gonna be like a pink chocolatey dream. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm going to do a quick wing liner using the e.l.f. H2O Proof Eyeliner Pen. This has been my favorite eyeliner. It is literally so good. If I can open, there we go. It's so good, it's like a pen liner, and I'm going to just be drawing in the wing. Okay, so I have here a new Benefit mascara. This is the They're Real Magnet Mascara. I'm not sure how new this is. I don't wear mascara often just because I do have lash extensions majority of the time, but this is the packaging. Like I said, Benefit has the cutest packaging, and it's supposed to just make your lashes longer. Right now, I'm not looking for that length just because I am gonna be going in with falsies, but I definitely do want the lashes to curl a little bit. This is supposed to give you extreme length and a powerful lift. This mascara formula is super nice and creamy. So for lashes, I'm gonna be taking this pair of Araceli lashes. The Araceli lashes have been my go-to. Araceli Beauty is a Latina-owned brand. Always gotta support my Latina-owned brands. This one is in the shade Monterrey, and they look like this. I feel like this may be perfect. I've been really into like this like cat eye effect, and I think it'll really make the look just come together completely. Okay guys, so we have done our eye makeup, and I am loving these Monterrey lashes with this eye makeup. I feel like it really worked so well. And now we can move on to the complexion. So for our complexion, we're first gonna start off with two new primers that I have been really enjoying. This is the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. and this is the Cookies and Dreams Putty Primer. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do first is I'm gonna start off with the Cookies and Dream Putty Primer. I'm going to just be taking it and applying it in the areas where I have like those enlarged pores, and just kind of doing a good job of minimizing them and just making the skin look super nice and smooth. This consistency is so nice because it really is almost like moisturizer in feeling. I feel like e.l.f. does a beautiful job of really listening to their customers' wants and needs and then coming out with something really good. I've seen how much they have taken the putty line and just made it such a hit for everybody. So I really just love it. And I just kind of keep this product in the center of the face, and then I go ahead and apply my other products everywhere else. So I'm gonna be taking the Power Grip Primer and I'm gonna be applying that around the face, just because that's where I need the most gripping. If I want my makeup to stay in place, it's all these outer parts. These are kind of like the first areas where things just budge out of place, and you need that, you know what I'm saying? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of let this sink into our skin, and I found this new tinted oil from Maybelline. It's from their new, I think, green line. It's called Green Edition. It's vegan, it's cruelty-free, all of these things in one. This is a tinted oil makeup that delivers an amazing fresh look and adjustable natural coverage just in one drop. So maybe we'll use this kind of like as that first layer, and then we can go in with foundation. Let me just go ahead and shake it. This seems really interesting. This was $11.99 or $12. So it looks like this. Ooh, it's like a dropper. Ooh, this actually, I feel like it's gonna have more coverage than I thought. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take a brush first. So this is my Real Techniques toner brush. I love this brush. And I'm just gonna apply this all over. Ooh, it actually does give good coverage. Okay, I didn't think it was gonna give this type of coverage. I thought it was gonna give me like very, very sheer natural coverage, but it's giving me coverage. And the color's good, it's shade 40. Yeah, shade 40. So let me know if perhaps you guys would want to see a review on this, like a full dedicated wear test and review. But oh my gosh, this is good. This is good coverage. So I'm gonna now use a sponge, since I kind of saw that it did have good coverage for me to like have some type of product on the skin. So I'm just gonna do the forehead with my sponge, just because that's the area where I kind of like to have more of a sheer foundation-y tinted moisturizer tinted oil finish, because my forehead is pretty evened out like complexion tone wise, so I don't have to worry about covering too much there. But I am impressed with this coverage for a tinted oil. I think for concealer, I'm going to go in again with the KVD Good Apple Concealer. I mentioned that I reviewed this. I really love this small tiny applicator because it really gets in those areas of the face where are kind of like smaller areas like near the eye. I also really have been enjoying the new Morphe concealer. That one's really good. I would recommend that one if you are looking for an affordable concealer that's lightweight but still has full coverage. I feel like the new Morphe one, let me pull it out, is kind of like a dupe for this one, so I would definitely recommend that. I'm gonna go in with my sponge and just blend this all out. You can see the coverage it gives you. It gives you coverage right away. The question is, how is it gonna work on top of the tinted oil? It looks like it's working pretty good thus far. I feel like makeup nowadays is really heavily centered around skincare and just very natural, which is definitely a good thing, because I feel like it's important for us to know what we put on our skin every day. I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. Halo Glow powder, and I'm using this in the shade Medium. Okay, so I'm just going in and brushing away where we went in with the powder. I don't like to let it sit for too long just because I don't need to. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to a little bit of bronzer, and I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. This one is in the shade Tan Lines. I actually, for bronzer, honestly guys, I've just been using like either this or like a powder bronzer. I've been using my Huda bronzer by Benefit a lot. And I just feel like I like to use a cream bronzer and then go in with a powder bronzer just to kind of set things into place. And that just really does the trick for me. So I don't have anything too new bronzer wise. I heard mixed reviews about the Rare Beauty ones. I've heard some people really love the Rare Beauty ones, and then I've also heard some people just can't find their shade. And to be honest, the reason why I didn't pick up their Rare Beauty bronzers is because when I went to Sephora to try on the bronzers to kind of see what shade I would be, I was matched and none of them worked. When she was trying to match me, none of the bronzers worked on me. They were way too orange and I just wasn't feeling it because I feel like I'm one of those people, oh, there's a brush hair on me. I'm one of those people that when I go too warm, by the end of the day, it literally looks orange on me. So I have to be very careful with bronzers. And I didn't want that. I didn't want like an orange bronzer by the end of the day. So I didn't get a Rare Beauty bronzer, but I'm sure the formula is fantastic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set the cream bronzer. I'm gonna be using my Benefit Cosmetics Cheerleader Mini Bronzer Squad palette. It looks like this. It has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight, and I'm just gonna go in and blend everything out seamlessly. This brush that I have right here is from LA Colors. I got this from Walmart. If you go to Walmart and get the LA Colors brushes, they are literally so cheap. Like, they are so affordable, great prices, and great products. I'm all about an affordable brush because brushes can be really expensive. My favorite affordable brushes are the LA Colors ones, Real Techniques. I love Real Techniques brushes, and also Morphe brushes are fantastic, but I'm telling you guys can get them for a really good price. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to blush. So I decided to check out these LA Girl blushes. The reason I decided to check these out was because I was watching one of Taisha's videos here on YouTube. She does the most beautiful videos on fashion, lifestyle, beauty, vlogs. So I wanted to check out this blush that she had on. I'm not sure if it's the exact same blush that she had on, but it's the same LA Girl formula. So this is the LA Girl Cream Soft Matte Blush in the shade Rosebud. So you can use these on your cheeks and also on your lips. So it's a good little 2-in-1. The outside packaging looks a little bit more light, but once you see that, like, you're like, okay, that looks really nice and pretty. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, I feel like with cream blushes, less is more. So you really want to go in and just kind of build it up. And for brush, this is the best brush for cream blush. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator Brush, but I love using it for my cream products. It applies them so beautifully and it gives like such a pretty finish. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Halo Glow Setting Powder, and I'm just gonna go ahead and powder the face a little bit. I did go ahead and use that tinted oil and it looked really beautiful, but because I do have very oily skin, I like to make sure I lock everything into place with a sponge and a powder so that it all looks nicely. It still looks nice and like skin-like, but it just gives like a soft matte finish to the skin so that it doesn't look too like oily. So if you do have oily skin, you will appreciate doing something like this just to kind of like set everything into place. The powder does a beautiful job. And then I just go back in with a brush to kind of further lock everything into place and blend any areas that may have like the powder sitting on top. So now that we completed the entire face, we have one thing left to do, well, maybe two, but the main thing out of the two things is lipstick. So I purchased one of the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Satin lipsticks. They had Such beautiful shades. I actually swatched some of them. I wanted a pinky tone lipstick, like a nude pink, so I purchased the shade Tease, and I'm really excited about this. The formula seems really nice. It's a satin consistency, so it's just very nice and hydrating on the lips, and I want to see how this is gonna look. It's been a while since I purchased an Anastasia Beverly Hills product. Ooh, this packaging is really pretty. This reminds me of like some super high-end lipsticks. I wanna say these new lipsticks, $20, I wanna say, let me see. Cause I was just looking at them. Yeah, I have it up. So they're $23, so they are not the cheapest. For a lip liner, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner. These also came out recently. This is obviously affordable. So this is in the shade Mauve. It's also a gel formula, so it just glides on so nicely. So let's take the shade Tease. It's like super pinky nude, so let's see how this looks. Anastasia also came out with lip liners. They're just traditional pencil lip liners, but a majority of them were sold out. And the colors that they did have, they didn't go with this lipstick, so I was like, I will just wait. This with the lip liner looks so good. It is a very nice pinky nude lip, for sure. So the last thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is lock this makeup into place. I'm going to be using one of my favorites right now. This is the Sephora Makeup Setting Spray. If you're looking for more affordable at Sephora, the Sephora collection's always got you. So I'm gonna be applying this all over my face. Okay guys, so this is the completed look using all these new beautiful products. I'm really pleased with how this look turned out. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's me know to continue doing these type of videos for you guys. Also, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this get ready with me with new makeup for Galentines Day and Valentine's Day. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.